UK. We do have some breaking news that we want to bring to your attention here regarding President Trump putting out his latest statement on Putin, saying that the Russian president is playing with fire. I want to showcase just what he said in his latest Truth Social. He said, what Vladimir Putin doesn't realize is that if it weren't for me, lots of really bad things would have already happened to Russia, and I mean really bad. He's playing with fire. So this comes just a day after President Trump said that Putin was acting crazy when it comes to the war in Ukraine, and also really not mincing any words with Zelensky either just a day ago, says every time he opens his mouth, it's bad news. So for the latest here on this effort to continue to try to bring some sort of ceasefire into the region of Ukraine, even though it does not look like anything is even remotely close to that.
On Tuesday, the U.S. President Donald Trump's Truth Social post warning the Russian president that he's playing with fire got a prompt reply from Moscow. Within hours, the former Russian president posted a cold threat of World War III on X in reply. Dmitry Medvedev is now the chairman of the Security Council of Russia. The Kremlin's official response to Donald Trump's post remained diplomatically restrained. In the backdrop of this war of words on social media, Russian drone attack on Kharkiv region in Ukraine on Tuesday killed 1 and injured 8. Russia destroyed and intercepted over 100 Ukrainian drones over various regions, including a swarm of drones heading for Moscow on Wednesday. Videos circulating in social media show an aftermath of a drone attack on Zelenograd within the territory of the Moscow region. These were similar to waves of Ukrainian drone attacks targeting Moscow and other cities last week, following which Russian strikes in Ukraine intensified.
Первые два выстрела были где-то отдаленно от нас, а третий прозвучал где-то, наверное, минуту через полторы. И мальчики, с которыми мы были, они сказали нам бежать по деревьям, потому что мы были на открытой местности. Мы стояли под деревьями, там, где машины, частные дома, и туда упали осколки. По словам нашего знакомого, в него попали осколки. Вот. Потом приехали на место, наверное, через минут 10 пожарные, скорая и полиция, да. Осколки, которые большие, объемные, они попали на участки жилых домов, где разбежались в рассыпную кто куда, так как страх завладел нами.
Алло! Ложись, иди сюда, идите.
Нет, по дереву, пойдем.
Да, выключи вспышку выключи.
Тише.
Домам, бегом. Ничего не трогайте, оставьте потом.
Putin made one of the biggest strategic and tactical mistakes in recent military history.
Finland's president just dropped a truth bomb, and Putin's not going to like it. According to President Alexander Stubb, Putin's invasion of Ukraine is one of the biggest military blunders in modern history. Instead of expanding Russia's influence, it did the opposite. Neutral countries like Finland and Sweden, now they are in NATO. And NATO? Closer than ever to Russia's borders. Finland ramped up its defenses, locked its border with Russia, and sent a clear message. We are ready. And now, the Kremlin says they are open to restoring ties, if Finland is willing. Too late? Has Putin pushed Europe too far?
Смотрите, что творится. Я не знаю даже, что это сейчас взорвалось.
Ukraine claims it destroyed Russian bombers worth at least $7 billion in Operation Spiderweb. 117 drones deployed in attacks on Russian air bases in its most long-range operation of the war yet.
We saw credible evidence of a summer, early fall invasion, a new offensive by Putin. He's playing the game at the peace table. He's preparing for more war. And I think the Senate is fed up with Putin. The American people see Putin as unreasonable. They see Ukraine is trying. President Trump has made that distinction real. So the Senate and the House of Representatives in the next 2 weeks will be moving forward with a sanction bill that's bone-crushing.
Putin is playing President Trump. He's taking him for a sucker. He is, in effect, stalling and stonewalling, prolonging the conversation so that he can mount this offensive and take control of more territory. There are very few causes that will take 41 Republicans and 41 Democrats, put them on record on a single piece of legislation. It doesn't happen these days. The cause of Ukraine is doing it. As we told President Zelensky, there is bipartisan, strong support because Americans appreciate not just the affront and insult to America from President Putin, but also our national security interests. Putin will keep going if he's not stopped in Ukraine.
national interest. And that's why we are moving to warfighting readiness as the central purpose of our armed forces. When we are being directly threatened by states with advanced military forces, the most effective way to deter them is to be ready. And frankly, to show them that we're ready. To deliver peace through strength. I can announce today that we're going to build at least 6 new munitions factories in the United Kingdom, generating over 1,000 jobs. We will build thousands of new long-range weapons in the United Kingdom to boost European deterrence, supporting around 800 more jobs. We will defend our homeland by investing in our air and missile defence to better protect these islands. We will create a hybrid Royal Navy, blending drones with warships, submarines and aircraft to patrol the North Atlantic and beyond, supporting thousands of brilliant shipbuilding jobs, including right here in Govan. Under our AUKUS alliance with the US and Australia, we will now deliver up to 12 attack submarines protecting Britain's waters, scaling up the industrial base in Barrow and all along the supply chain to deliver a new sub every 18 months, again creating thousands of jobs. We will also invest in world-leading drone capabilities and battlefield technology, in better kit for our warriors abroad, and better housing for them and their families at home. And finally, I can confirm today that we are investing £15 billion in our sovereign warhead programme to secure our deterrent for decades to come, creating 9,000 jobs and thousands more in supply chains across the country, part of the historic renewal of our nuclear deterrent as the ultimate guarantor of our safety and our security. The moment has arrived to transform how we defend ourselves and to renew our nation. An investment in British pride and the British people. Driving here because